Tip number 1, index finger, don't press with the finger flat. Press with the finger slightly on the outside. If you can see now, when I play a bar chord, that's where the strings leave a mark, like right there on that edge, okay? So, and when you press, make sure that you can see my finger actually sticks out quite a bit from the top. And the trick here is to try to put this side, like the first knuckle, on the 6th string, so that that's the strongest bit of the fingers to speak. And obviously this is the hardest bit to push. So I would say try to find a sweet spot where you're closest to having the sixth string under your first knuckle, so to speak. The second tip is, well, this is something I'm pretty sure you've heard a million times, play close to the fret, just before the fret, not far from it. So check this out. If I'm just playing close to the fret, the sound is clean. The further away I go from the fret, obviously the more I have to press, or the sound becomes kind of, you get that buzz. Okay, so you see that when I play, if it's possible, here I have 2 fingers on the same fret. That's a bit more difficult. But if I can, I try to get my fingers as close to the fret as possible. That's the sweet spot where it's easier to play. I have to press less, so to speak. Tip number 3 is lean the top of your guitar away from your body so that the guitar is a bit of an angle. By doing that, not only you're bringing up your wrist, of course I'm talking about the left hand, but at the same time you are basically using the weight of the guitar to push the strings onto your fingers, basically. So try and experiment with that. Obviously, there's something you can do at the beginning to help you out. Then you should be able, once you've built the strength, you should be able to play in any position. Before I go any further, please consider sending this video to somebody that will get some value out of it. Is word of mouth referral like this that makes the channel grow. Also, there are some links in the description, and usually I put some stuff in a pinned comment, so check both out and see if you can help the channel in any way. All right, take care, let's get going. So the 4th tip is to get the strings, in technical terms this is called the action, meaning the distance between the top of the fret and the bottom of the string. That has to be not crazy high. I see a lot of beginners guitar that have this kind of action. It's crazy. You obviously give that to a professional, and they will make sure that the strings are a good height down here and another bridge. But in general, you see how easy it is to play this guitar. This is an acoustic. Classical guitars tend to be easier on your fingers. Electric guitars are easy to play for the same reason. Acoustic guitars, I think, people tend to start from acoustic guitars because of the fact that a lot of folk players can play, big chunky chords, and they tend to be cheaper and more available. But really, those are the harder ones to play. Try also a thinner gauge of strings. Usually, acoustic guitars get set with 1252, I think. Like the gauge of strings. Try 11s, try 10s to start with. You want to build your strength from a place of comfort, not destroy your fingers right away. So look into the size, the set of strings that you have on the guitar, and put maybe a thinner one, and have a professional set up your guitar so that the strings are, workable at a workable height. Tip number 5, learn to use the capo. If you can rework the song by using the capo, this is the same chord as this one. Okay, so you have to, obviously if the song allows it, try to learn the song by using the capo, and that will make your life easier. It's an inexpensive tool, and it's quite helpful.